Today we'll be talking about the money question. Now, if you are being given $100 billion, listening to what I said, $100 billion, somebody just gave you, take, or the government just tells you, take this money for no reason. We don't want you to give any return for anything. Just this is a way of empowering you. If you are given $100 million, will you continue to be doing what you are currently doing now? So, for example, I don't know what you are doing currently. I'm trying to find something. Okay, let me use the medical doctor. You're a medical doctor currently, and you are being given $100 billion. Will you continue working as a medical doctor? That is number one question from under the money question. Today we're dealing with the money question. I don't want this video to be so long, so just let's roll together. The your answer to that the first question I just mentioned now should be either yes or no. So the second question now is, if you have such money, what kind of value, what are you going to do for a particular set of people? So for example now, if I don't want to be giving examples because I don't want these videos to be so long. My examples are long and it makes the video longer, so just take it like that. If you have so large amount of money, what value would you do to any set of persons? Now you write the set of persons you want to help, and then you also write the kind of value you want to give to them. So for example, if I don't want to give examples. No, I will not give examples. I'm trying to make these videos as short as possible. So when you have such money, you realize that money shouldn't be a problem again at this point in your life. So what is that one thing, or what is that two things? What would be that three things you're going to do for with joy for the rest of your life, knowing fully well that money is not a problem? So if you have such money sitting in your bank account and they tell you to do easy to do whatever you want to do, what are those things that you would do? What kind of work would you do for joy, for with joy forever, knowing that I'm doing this work not necessarily because I want to get paid for it? Money is not my motivating factor. I'm doing this job because I love doing this job. It gives me joy, it gives me happiness, it gives me fulfillment. So if you've been a medical doctor and you're like, oh, I already have $100 billion in my account, but I enjoy this work, I love seeing people happy, I love seeing people healed, I love seeing people in good health of mind and of body, I love seeing them hale and hearty. I love healing people. And you're doing this not necessarily because of the money. What would those things, what kind of job would that be? So you have to answer. Next question to ask yourself is, what is that thing that I people cannot be able to pay me to stop doing? So when you have that money, remember, for this question, you have a particular amount of money in your bank account. It is yours and yours alone. What will you be doing so well, so happily, so joyfully that period that people cannot be able to pay you to stop doing? But this thing adds value to people. So, if for example, you are a medical doctor, before you receive this amount of money, or even if you're not a medical doctor, but you use the money and you went through school, you became a medical doctor, and people are trying to pay you to stop being a medical doctor, and they're trying to pay you to be an artist, for example, or a musician, for example, what is that thing that adds value to people that people cannot be able to pay you to stop it? I don't know if you get my question. I know you got my question. You just have to get it. You just have to get it. Also, what's that thing you would love to do over? You can do it for the rest of your life, even if you're not being paid for it. So for some people, okay, I'm still using medical doctor. I was using grape in my last video, but this time I don't want to use medical doctor. So what if you're a medical doctor and people, even if they're not paying you, but there's this joy, there's this satisfaction, there's this fulfillment you feel, and you know that you have so amount of money in your bank account, but your motivating factor is not the money. So what is that thing that you'll be willing to do over and over again for the rest of your life, whether or not you're being paid? Write it down. Okay, the last question in this series is a strange question. What is that thing you love so much, that you love doing, that adds value to people, that you're even willing to pay people to help you do it, to help them do it? I don't know if you get it. It's a strange question. I've been asking before. I asked earlier, what can people not be able to pay you to stop doing? Now, this one is, what are you willing? What do you love so much to do? What's that thing you love to do so much that you're willing to pay someone, pay people to for them to allow you do it for them, and it's something that adds value to them. It's not something that the only joy, the only benefits you get from it is possibly the joy, the fulfillment you get, but then you're willing to pay somebody, pay people, can you please allow me to be a blessing to these people, and you're willing to go out of your way, give everything. Remember, it add value to them, it benefits them in one way or the other. What are those things? Now that we have come to the end of the money question, by tomorrow we'll be talking about that question. I have two more questions to go before we end this series of questions. And remember, I'm expecting you to write them down. If you're not writing them down, I have no business talking with you, and you have no business coming to my inbox to ask me any question whatsoever if you are not following the instructions that I've given. All right, thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.